What's up, everybody? So, I just wanted to do a quick video and talk about where I've been, and I guess why I haven't been very active lately. So, we're probably not going to win this. I'm just going to pick things really quick because I only need like 15 minutes or so to actually talk about it. But I think it's important to put it out there for all of you guys to understand that I haven't abandoned you, I guess you could say. So, yeah, here we go. Basically, I have always been very bad about trying to wear myself thin, and I've been in college for quite a while now. I've actually been in school for about 6 or 7 years total at this point. Obviously not like straight, but I got my bachelor's and then straight into my master's. But I have always had this issue with school and work and everything else. I believe that I could go to work all day, work on class-related things all night, and play video games, and have leisure time, and do all of these different things all at once. And that's not true. And when I was working on my bachelor's, it really ended up catching up to me, and I ended up going on an academic probation at one point for one period, like one semester. And it was kind of a wake-up call to me because I'm not dumb, and I am very capable of making good grades, but I wasn't. And I wasn't because of my choices, and because I wasn't dedicating enough of my time to studying and attempting to take care of the important parts of my life. You know, time is something that we don't have an infinite supply of. It's maybe 4 hours a day at most for most people. And for me, it was probably even less, but I was stealing time from other things. I was taking it from schoolwork, basically, and I was spending it on leisure, and it didn't go well. It did not work in my favor. And I needed to better spend my time at that point. So it was like a year and a half, 2 years, my last stretch in my bachelor's. I really doubled down and I focused on my education. And I swore when I came back for my master's that I would prioritize my time in a way that allowed me to do the best that I could do in school, and then worry about other things. So, during my master's, I have actually maintained a 4.0 throughout the entire thing. Like I said, not dumb, just dumb with time. And because of that, I've had that 4.0 the entire time, and because of that, I didn't want to hurt that 4.0, and I wanted to focus on schoolwork primarily. That's my priority at this point in time, and it's not been too bad. I've had some downtime, I've had some leisure time, I've had the ability to play games. Still not quite as much as I would like, but it happens. And it's not been too bad. But the closer realized that my school didn't necessarily offer everything that I needed it to offer. So at one point, I was only able to take a single class, and that class resulted in a very light semester. But unfortunately, because of that light semester, I had to take a very heavy semester for my final one. The only other option was to wait and take a semester during summer. The summer semester would only have one class, but it would still be me in school all summer. And I just don't like that, because obviously summer is the point where you can be outside and you can do things and you can, actually have fun. But for so many of my summers at this point, I've been indoors and doing homework and studying and just doing these insanely boring, I don't want to say mind-numbing, but at the same time it sort of is, because it feels like the more you study, the less you can really absorb, because there's no breaks, and I just don't want that anymore. Like, I wanted to be able to have a fun summer where I could do what I want and just not worry about anything. So that's what caused this semester to be so crazy. And it wasn't that bad until April. And I came into April thinking this is not going to be bad. I can knock out, just this one class is easy. It was the most chaotic. It had like 80 assignments from January until now. So that's pretty absurd. We're still not done with them. And I hate this class. Like, I like it, but I hate it because it's taking way too much time. And I'm behind in my other classes, like behind where I want to be. But they're pretty flexible. Like, they're letting me take more time because they understand that it's stressful. And there's only a handful of us graduating in May, so they're being a little bit more lenient with everybody, I think. Like, the deadlines aren't really that important. They're very flexible. If you're late, you're late. If you do something wrong, then they work with you. They're like letting you go back and correct things sometimes. It's a lot more lenient than a lot of the other semesters have been. So it's not bad in that regard, but I still don't have time because I'm taking more classes than I should. And as we get closer to the end of the semester, which should only be about 2 or 3 weeks at this point, we have a lot of stuff to wrap up. And this is also the accelerated classes that they're trying to cram in all of the assignments that you would have in the longer semesters in a very short time frame. And yeah, it's just a lot. So I've been slow for a couple weeks, for sure. I've really been slow for, a few months at this point, but as far as activity on this channel, it's only been a couple weeks since I uploaded, and I didn't want to make it seem like this is my normal consistency. That's not the goal. The goal is to have multiple videos a week. It's just not something that's realistic for me right now. But it should be soon. I just have to get through the next 3 weeks. that's 2 weeks for class. On the 29th, that should be my final assignment. And then the first weekend in May, I will actually be going on vacation. And there's something really cool that I could do with a vacation. And I'm going to see if I can. But we'll talk about that in a minute. What I'm essentially doing is trying to wrap up school, going on vacation, attempting to record some stuff, obviously in real life, on that vacation. And then during that week, I will actually start trying to get videos made so that I can get the consistency on this channel bumped up. So basically, I just want to be able to focus on this channel and help it grow quick, because I think that if I do get more consistent, this channel could really take off. And you know, I've had other channels that honestly I haven't been able to get nearly as many watch hours on those with longer videos than I have on this channel, and that's a good thing because it means that you guys are watching it and that you're enjoying it and that you get something from it. And that's what this whole thing was really about. But yeah, so anyway, on to other topics. Fallout. You guys actually watched Fallout, because it was way better than I thought it would be. I think they did a great job on it. They didn't get involved in like taking political sides or anything like shows tend to do sometimes. It was just Fallout, and I thought that was great. It was not black and white. It wasn't trying to be anything that it wasn't. It was just a fun show to watch. It was interesting. It was honestly interesting from the start. They touched on a lot of topics from Fallout that I think we've all kind of wondered about. And yeah, it just made me want to play Fallout again. So I've been thinking about giving Fallout 76 another shot and seeing if I can get back into that. I haven't played it in a very long time. I started over, I think I got to level 37 and then I haven't picked it up since. But I think that could be fun. And that brings me to the next big point. I don't know if I've mentioned this in the past, but I am actually able to do something that a lot of people can't. So if you would like to see Fallout content, I can, like Fallout 76 at least, I can actually go to the locations in Fallout 76. So the trip that's coming up at the beginning of May is actually near the New River Gorge. And I will actually be swinging by the New River Gorge to see the bridge and hopefully catch some fish. Or maybe even magnafish. I can't take my drone. They get very cranky when you try to fly a drone around the bridge. So we're not trying to get on a government watch list, that's for sure. But yeah, I think that I could probably make a video about the gorge and fishing in the gorge, and maybe it'll be a little bit more quiet than my other fishing videos, because I do have fishing content. I do have fishing videos. They're just not quiet enough for ASMR because apparently I live in a motor speedway or some insane thing. I don't know. It's insanely noisy all the time, except in the middle of the night. And I'm not trying to go down in the middle of the night because there's a beaver down there. afraid of it. I know this sounds stupid, but I've been attacked by the beaver. The beaver actually scared the crap out of me because I was fishing and minding my own business, and I hear this giant splash, and I'm thinking if it's a fish, I'm probably about to get eaten because this thing is giant. And I look up and see something, but I didn't know what it was because it was pretty far away. And as it got closer, I thought, oh, this is a muskrat. It's not a big deal. But then I realized that as it got a lot closer, it was actually a very big beaver, and it was apparently coming directly toward me. And I'm not trying to get bitten by a beaver. So I'm like yelling at the beaver and throwing stuff and splashing and trying to make like enough noise to say, hey, go away, you know. I don't know beaver etiquette. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do or not, but I tried. And yeah, it was pretty funny, but I didn't get it on video, unfortunately. I'm sure somebody probably thought I was crazy. I finally scared it away. Did not get eaten by it, so that's great. But yeah, it's just fishing here is weird. It's loud, it's crazy, it's noisy. But I think at the gorge it would probably be a lot quieter and maybe more interesting, more scenic. I don't know. We'll do like a travel vlog type thing, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know what was up, and to all of my new subscribers and all of you guys that are watching a lot of the video, I really appreciate it. It's great. I love you guys, and I hope that you enjoy the video and come back to watch more.